Hello friends, in my today's class I will discuss about Vedic civilization. In my previous classes I have discussed the Indus Valley civilization, and today we will go for a Vedic age. Uh, what was the rules and regulations of Vedic era? It is the age of Aryans. Who are Aryans? Aryans, where they come from, it is a controversial part till today, but it is mostly believed that Aryans are supposed to have migrated from Central Asia, and they first settled in the Punjab region, then called Sapta Sindhu region. At that time the Punjab region was called Sapta Sindhu region, and gradually they moved towards the interior parts of India in the valleys of Ganga and Yamuna. Why? The valleys of Ganga and Yamuna were very fertile, so it was very good place for livelihood. So they moved towards interiors of India. Then what are their religious books? There are six types of books actually, and first was Veda, four numbers of Veda. We will discuss it later. Then Upanishads. What are Upanishads? It's also called Vedang. It's called Vedanta, and that is a philosophical treatise of that time. Then epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata were also written in Vedic civilization. Then 18 numbers of Puranas like Brahma Purana, Vishnu Purana, Vayu Purana also written in Vedic civilization. Then comes Shastras and Darsanas. The Shastras or Darsanas are also 6 in number, like Sankhya Yoga and Vedanta and Nyaya Darsana. All are also written in Vedic civilization. Then comes Manusmriti. It was a very important writing in which rules and regulations of that time were also written in Manusmriti. Various laws of that time also written in Manusmriti. The most important was Veda. There are 4 numbers of Vedas. First is Rig Veda. Rig Veda is the oldest Veda, and it contains 1028 hymns, which is also divided into 10 mandalas. Then comes Yajur Veda. Yajur Veda was in form of prose, and there were very numbers of sacrificial prayers in Yajur Veda. Then comes Sam Veda. The things written in Rig Veda is also present in Sam Veda, but in form of melodies. It is in the form of melodies. Then comes Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda is written lastly. It is the latest Veda, and it contains charms, spells to ward off evils, also to ward off diseases. These are 4 Vedas. Now the Aryans also divided their groups in 4 parts. 4 parts, that is Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaisyas and Sudras. According to their work, they divided themselves into 4 parts. Hence the caste system started in the Vedic age itself. Then comes the stages of human life. They were very organized. They have principles regarding the life, that the life is also divided into 4 parts. First is Brahmacharya ashram, then Garhastha ashram, then Banaprastha ashram, then Sannyas ashram. They continued their livelihood according to all these ashrams. The society was mainly patriarchal, where the fathers are the head of the family, but women also occupied a very honorable place in society. They were allowed to attend the sabhas, samitis. The widows were also allowed to remarry. Their decisions were considered very respectfully. They had property rights also at that time. In the first part of Vedic era, then a family was a basic unit of the society. Then families were further organized, further consisted of kulas or clans. Then janapadas, then rashtra's or nations are made. So the social life was also organized into 4 parts: families, kulas, janapadas and rastras. Then kings were the head of the rastras, and they were the protectors They were the protectors. And Sabha Samitis were organized by the representatives elected by the people. So process of election was also existed in the first part of Vedic era. Then pottery paintings also continued at that time. Red were potteries, black were potteries, black slipped were potteries, and painted grey were potteries were there. Red were potteries were very common, and painted grey were potteries were most distinctive features of Vedic age. The Vedic age peoples produced rice, wheat, and barley. They were cultivators and they produced rice, wheat, and barleys. The life of human were mostly in rural area. In Indus Valley Civilization, we discussed the life was mostly urban, but the concept of rural life came into existence in the Vedic age. In the later Vedic period, the institution of Gotra appeared. The caste system was there, but Gotra system was appeared in the later Vedic period. In later Vedic period, there were major distinctive changes actually. The women were no longer permitted to sit in sabhas. The position of women in society deteriorated. In Vedic age, the Sanskrit language was mostly used language in society, and they believed in the worship of naturalistic gods. Means they worship nature in the form of Vayu, Agni, Jala, etc. This is all about the Vedic era, and in my next class, in my next video, I will discuss about the Jainism, Buddhism, etc. So thank you. That's all for today. Thank you.